Hey guys, Mystery 101 here. I have a project I did, and because I got bored this weekend, and I took an old Xbox controller apart and basically wired it up. Uh, sorry, my desk is messy, of course. Um, Basically connected it to an old USB cable. Um, Instead of explaining to you now, I'm going to show you. I made software using a scripting language called Autoit, and I'm not complete with the software yet. I still have a lot of things to do, like the zone and NAC settings and the logging and strobe and fire drill and silence. Um, but I'm just going to do a demonstration. Say, there was an actual drill. The horn is not hooked up. Just the strobe right now. But here we go. And it beeps. And of course, okay. Now, in order to reset it, you would have to hit acknowledge, which says alarm acknowledged, and system reset, which it will not reset until, and yeah, I lost my key, until you reset the pull station. I'm gonna hit reset. System normal. Okay. There's multiple uses for this. I'm gonna show you what exactly I used. And this is just makeshift. I really don't plan on keeping it in this, but a metal box or something and some type of mounting will be efficient soon. I used a lot of jumpers because I haven't soldered any wires yet. These yellow jumpers, this spot right here is where the rumble connected. There's two rumblers, one right there and one right here, and I disconnected them and hooked up the jumpers here, and I used a reed switch relay, which basically there's a reed switch inside of there and there's a magnetic coil. It's 5 volts, and I wouldn't suggest, if I'm going to be making a guide on how to do this, but I wouldn't suggest using this relay for more than just 1 or 2 horns, because anything mechanical that uses a lot of ampere or amp draw can, because it basically is kind of like a fuse in there. If you pull too many amps, it will blow. That's just all I gotta say about that one. You could have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, about 13 or 14 zones if you went into all of this and soldered it. I don't want to solder anything, so I took the D-pad. There's a D-pad, you know how you get the directional pad. I took that apart, and basically there was wires there for me to just, strip and set up as zones. And for a power source, this doesn't power the Xbox controller, it powers the strobe. It's an old laptop power supply, which is set to 14 to 17 volts, but I took a multimeter and hooked it up, and it averages about 16.05 volts. You could have 24. You can have it up to 20 volts, and there's enough amperes to run probably a couple horns with that. And let me go into explanation on how the software works. Now I will be posting a link soon on the software that I made, which this is the code. It's about 117 lines of code, and there's all the functions in the array that I set up. Basically, this takes advantage of the Xbox controller driver setup. This is only for Windows and Windows 7 and all the Windows revisions except Windows 95. So you can basically use this on any computer except Macintosh or Linux. Well, I don't know about Linux yet, but the software I made doesn't even work with Linux, so it doesn't really matter anyway. There's a rumble option on XBCD setup, and basically it takes the raw data. There's a checkbox with raw data, and what happens is, say for instance, this third number over 00, I'm going to pull the poll station again so I can basically give you an example of what happens, but it changes to a 1. And what the software does is it changes the rumble for the left side to high, and when you reset it, it basically changes it back to off. And in the future it will utilize the other one. I have yet to code that and hook that up, but I plan on doing that soon. Now, I plan on also taking this software and decompiling it, or getting the source code, to make a version of it that will be compatible with multiple controllers. It's already compatible with multiple controllers, but it doesn't work very well when you have it being controlled by an AutoIt script, because you got to flip through the different controllers using a drop-down box. So it'd just be easier if you had raw data of all the controllers and the rumbling as well. There's multiple uses for this, except for being, you know, a fire alarm. You can, or a control panel. You can use it for burglar alarm. Possibly, if I hooked up the horn, you could use it as an alarm clock. That would be kind of interesting to do. The future expansion, if I ever work on it, oops, I just disconnected it. Anyway, future expansion, I plan on doing something maybe with Christmas lights, because I need to get a bunch of breadboards and a bunch of controllers to dismantle. Basically, you can probably make your own Christmas light show with these. I don't know if I'm the first one to do this, but I kind of saw the opportunity and I jumped on it. So yeah, if you have any comments, leave it in the comment section below. Of course, I'm guessing you're wondering why my account is back after being disabled a long time ago, and why I haven't posted any videos in that long of time. Well, I'll have to make another video about that. Basically, if you want to keep track of me and you want to talk to me or watch any of my other videos, you can subscribe to my channel, Mysterious Justin, and I post family videos there, and on this channel I am going to post anything that might be say offensive to people I know. I don't know what exactly I'm going to be posting on here. I mean, it could be anything, funny videos, something that my parents won't like, you know, stuff like that. Before I end this video, one more thing I gotta say. When you have too many things plugged into this controller, sometimes the interference or the voltage draw sometimes causes it to reconnect. That's why it shut off. So hit retry and it should. Yeah, it's just this connection I gotta fix. Here we go. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Hope you guys found this cool. Oh well.